I can see what's going in your mind. All right. Welcome once again to 0. This is the map. We are in the place. It is episode 82, and we are on 118 pre-7. We have more going on than just that. I don't know what we've got going on here. Let's look at here. We've got a lot has happened since last episode. On last episode, we started with Java 17. That took a little while to get going. Well, when was that? Which version of pre-release was that? Was it pre-release 4? Pre-release 3, 2, 4? I don't remember the number. But we're up to 7 now. I was going to do 6 until about about 10 minutes ago I found out we were on pre-7. So time to switch to pre-7. And not only do we have Fabric API for this, we've got another one. Something's wrong with the glass pane. Why does the glass pane look like that? Don't I have glass panes? Wait a minute. Glass panes. These are size 16 graphics. They haven't been changed. I haven't changed my graphics for... I've got so many graphics I gotta change. And we still have the problem of the light gray wool is the old size 16 texture as well. Well, that's how that goes. Okay. Alright, well, I've been busy. This was the last thing I looked at when I was doing this. It was a week ago. It was a week ago I was working on it. See, this is proper textures, you know. You can see little teeny tiny pixels. Anyway, the idea was first floor, dark oak logs, because we already had them, really. Second floor, stripped dark oak logs. Third floor, stripped spruce logs. Now, that caused a problem because I was short on spruce. But I've been growing some since then. There they are now. That's really horrible, and I have to get rid of them. And the fourth floor one is the oak log, which I'm not so sure that's a good idea. It might have been better to do a stripped birch or oak. So I don't know yet, though. We're going to see if this looks right or not. Okay, I think this has been done on the first floor. I have to check over here. That's done. And as you can see, I've put these here again. Originally, this was just one big room. But now that it's a corridor, of course, we're going to do it like this. I think it's nice. It's got a nice look to it anyway. I like the first floor being blue with the purple stripe. And I think that just really makes the place look like it's very welcoming of you. And speaking of welcomes, here is Aries Sidin. And I say, hello. Although, didn't your name have uppercase in it and now it's got lowercase? Or am I misremembering? Or it's actually LO apostrophe. LO apostrophe. What's the apostrophe short for? I don't know. Oh, look, we seem to have done the whole thing. I forgot if I had. So that was good. I was up late last night furiously playing a different game. And I'm doing a coding project. I haven't done any coding since 2014. Not any serious stuff anyway, so that's where that went. Okay, up the stairs. And we decided stripped dark oak log is going to have to do because it's slightly brighter, and I'm not so sure about the color. Oh, you changed it. That's very nice. Not that it matters. I mean, I don't mind if you're screaming or anything. Or if it looks like you're screaming. The old all caps defense. As you can see, we're still short on purple, and we're still taking out red and white from the original design where possible. Not anywhere near done. But what we have done is we have done the stripped pillars and side stuff and everything for the entire corridor. At least I think it's the entire corridor. Let me double check over here. See, here it stops, and then we've got 3, so I'm not... So it probably comes to a halt here, and then there should be a room through that. But I don't know, because that would have to be a pretty big room. So we're still working on that idea, but these are done. Not doing the walls yet, we're just doing the pillars. Because that's the hard stuff, you know. So you got all these other pillars, they're going to be sorted out. We'll be turning them into walls, or I have to figure out what a good thing for a door is. See, here's how we got a door to a room in the old school mansion. Now that's good when you've got a regular mansion, but when you've got a classroom, you want doors, and there's no door that's this size. This isn't Lord of the Rings mod, so we can't have a doorway like that. So definitely need to change that, and it's one of the things we will do. But we are so short on purple. Oh, and also I had to kill one of my purple sheep because it got out and I couldn't get it back in. Yeah, that was a good idea. Second floor, we're up to the spruce log. Again, we had trouble getting the spruce. I did have spruce, though. I took some from my other base. I think the carpet, the regular red and orange is done. Not sure. Well, we do have enough red anyway. And, of course, the important thing here was the pillars. I think it pretty much works. Of course, we got to have walls here. Then we got to work out the classroom situation. How many classes are just going to be the small 1x2 segments, and how many are going to be 2x2? I don't know. So we got one over there. What I don't like about this is we got 1, 2, 3 segments. That's off for some reason. Why is that off? OCD acting up. Obsessive crafting disorder. But because there's 3, we can have a 1x2. But then you got one on the other side that can only be 1. So it has to be sideways. So we got 1x2, 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 and that just leaves 1 left. So who knows what we're going to do. However, we've got room over here for 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty good. But then that's going to leave this one as forced. But this one can go under here, and there's room under the stairs. So theoretically, this could be used for storage or something. But we haven't worked out how we're going to do that. And that's third floor. And it seems okay. Again, the walls are not taken care of. So we got a stripe there. We're going to get rid of that stripe. We got a stripe there made of cobble. Ugh. Get rid of that. And of course, these windows haven't been removed yet. I mean, those are obviously the correct windows because they've got glass in it. You have slight OCD. Any amount of OCD. Now, this is where we have a problem. Any amount of OCD could be a problem. I don't know. Okay, what we got here is... oh, wait, I actually can't see it. Oh, I've been walking around with my helmet off. I can't see it. Why can't I... Wait, is this on? It's on. Okay, it's not on like Donkey Kong, but it's definitely on. Okay, well, anyway, that's birch as a stair block, and that is dark oak as a stair block. However, dark oak was... When I went downstairs and I saw it, and I thought, oh, I should put that on the upper floors, I noticed that what we actually had was spruce, I think. I think it was spruce, and that was just completely wrong. So the fact that I've reinstated it as dark oak is the important thing. All right. Up here, we got a really vaulted ceiling up here. Look at the height on this thing. How do you check the comments? I mean the chat. Oh, I've got a second monitor, and it's my OBS has a space for the chat window. In fact, until recently, it wasn't working. Because they had a no, it wasn't working in that I can't type on it. Well, wait a minute. Let me see if I can type on it. Hold on a second. No, wait. Oh no, it says sign in to chat. So I have to sign in, and I don't want to do that. Okay, forget that. Forget that. So I can't really type over there like I used to. I'm not sure I could sign in, actually, but never mind. Okay, so up here, I don't know if oak logs are going to work. It seems a bit busy. I might have to switch it out with, what are they called again? Either birch or oak stripped logs. Would probably work a little better, but this is nice. Oh, yeah, I don't like this at all. I liked it yesterday. I liked it yesterday. Why does it look wrong now? Oh, I got to take a drink. Boy, do I need a drink. It's too bad it's only water. drink anything else and I'll probably die from it. Ugh. Well, you know, I think that this was a nice idea, but there's just something wrong about the brighter shade of the oak log. It'd probably be better if it was a stripped log. And since we're using stripped logs over here for dark oak, using regular oak sounds like an idea. All right, let's test this. Oh yeah, definitely. So I'll just I'll do something. I don't know what. Get out the ladders and I'll mess with that. Yeah, I'll mess with that later maybe if I get the chance. It was a design choice and I wasn't 100% satisfied with it. As you can see, all we've got to do left here is the orange carpet. And we have to do the purple down there. And that's it. That's all. I'm working on my texture pack. I'll listen in the background. Oh, I love texture packs. I love working on texture packs. I get sick and tired of working on texture packs. Oh, the sun rises in the east. That is east. Yeah. Look at this. Old faithful trader llama right here. Still attached by rope. The rope has not ever changed. He's been attached to that rope. What happened to this texture? Look at this oak fence. It looks like a torch. What the hell? Why is it brighter on the top? Or is it just... This is oak too, isn't it? I didn't realize it was brighter at the top. It looks like a torch now. Well, that's bloody annoying. Also, I used to have sugarcane with better graphics. Don't know what happened to that. Alright, so what do I need? Orange and purple. Come on, give me it all. I want it all. I'm always so frequently short on this. I saw something funny there for a second. Oh, no you don't. Oh boy, this is going to be one for the record books. I've got to do a lot of crazy things. One of the things that I haven't talked about is in the background you can see some of the new terrain. I might be deleting that and starting it over again with something else. That is to say, that terrain in the background is just off the edge of the region file, and I might be putting something else there. Because I believe that terrain generation has changed even since I last changed this, which I don't remember when that was, which is somewhat helpful. But I might be giving it another chance to try to make the transition between regions and chunk borders a little more accurate. But I don't think it's going to work. Also, there's an ant venom video which talks about different seeds. Although he mentions that there are 7 possible seeds for any one map, I found out that we've got 5 in the previous snapshot which I was testing, which was, well, we got 118 pre-7 now, so then it was pre-6. And I was working on that yesterday. It was not a good result. Okay, here we go. 24 and 18. Oh boy, there's a lot here. Let's see. Alright, so I was on this side, so we'll do this. Who came up with the idea that you can have a carpet on top of another carpet like this? And you can stand on it. And it just looks silly. It's like, levitation platform activate. Oop, damn it. This is going to take a long time. Fortunately, we don't have so much, but I don't know what we're going to do about this area here. I mean, there's a 2x2 room here, or there might be a 2x2 room there, but then it doesn't connect with this, which is diagonally adjacent to it. So we may have it extend one room further in this direction so as to allot for this sort of thing. The second floor is also a problem because over here we've got this room here. This unit area here starts with that over there. Starts with that over there. It's not going to connect to any other room because there's stairs on the other side of this. Oh, and here's this. And I got to remember this, and I got to move this sign over somewhere else. Put it on the bulletin board. Well, that was the bulletin board. But we're going to move the bulletin board down to the first floor. Alright, so that's second floor. Time for third floor. But I think we finished third floor for orange. So I think it's fourth floor only. There will be some entrances to rooms that will have a space where there will be some cases where we want to have, like if we want to, we'll put orange here and it'll go up against here so you can walk into the room. But that depends on the importance of the room. If it's an assembly hall, if it's a cafeteria, definitely. And we have. I don't remember where I was working on this. Let's just do this then. Wow, look at how long that's going to take. Alright, let's get out the ladders. Let's get out the ladders and start on this mess. Another thing I need to work on is I need to put all this downstairs. I got tons of these. Let's see. That's going to run out of space. So we definitely want to start moving this stuff soon. Let's see now. I think we'll make some more chests. Oh, wait, what do we got here? I'll do this. Need more oak. And let's take those ladders. Where's those ladders? Phew. I like these walls that were these came with the mansion. The outer walls have a smaller plus sign and a bigger plus sign there. I kind of like this, but I'm thinking we might be changing a few elements of this. Like we might put a special window above the door because I've been doing that. And we might do a few other things. Plans are not finalized for the exterior or indeed anything else, but I like some of this. It needs work though. Okay. Okay, now that one's taller, so there's going to be a problem with it, so we'll do this. Did it! Or maybe that's the taller one. It's such a wonderful little sound, isn't it? Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop. Of course, technically I could change the sound effects so we could do something more interesting. That's what everybody talks about texture packs, but nobody's talking about resource. What the hell happened here? Something catch fire? Or maybe did... You know what I think happened? Well, this is interesting because there's no way that could have... There's no way that we would have failed to chop down birch logs. There's no way we could have chopped down birch logs and then got them as regular oak logs. And so there was a fire. There must have been a fire. Well, this is a mystery and no mistake. Well, there's always a mistake. Oh, I got a drink now. Oh, yeah, drunken Minecraft. That would be awesome. I should start that. I should get a supply of liquor, and if I had enough people donating to my Patreon that I could afford regular liquor, that would be really, really something. So I don't know what happened. Maybe there's a problem with the mod. Maybe the mod doesn't work properly because we're on one snapshot too late. This mod is not the falling tree mod is not updated in a jez. Well, not my problem, but I can wait another day. Do, 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 do. Well, got to replant the birch. I was just going to spend a couple of minutes here. Now I got to spend a lot of time here replanting all that birch. Because somebody chopped it down, and I don't know how come, or it must have been a fire or something. How did it happen? Oh, you know what it was? You know what it was? It was while I was working on the 4th floor. I remember hearing thunder, and I only had a very short period of time. I only had a short period of time before I could sleep, but it was just long enough that it would have destroyed. Well, you know, that's why I want to have an underground tree farm. Not going to get struck by lightning that way. You know, it's safer and more effective, and other precipitous things to say about things. Ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-doo. You like NES texture packs? I've seen some of those. Yeah, I'm going to make a resource pack that has different sounds and stuff. This is off. What do we got? We got a lot of green dye. Ugh. And the diorite slab, that's for the basement, I think. Not remembering very well. How much we got? Oh, we got plenty of that. Okay, forget that. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. We are so close to running out of space on that large chest that I gotta start moving stuff downstairs. It's just gotta be done, really. Sooner that basement gets finished. Sneak is here and says fire is pretty warm. Yeah, it must have been struck by lightning that one single time that it was raining. Well, no, there were 2 times it was raining. Ooh. I haven't done very much since I was last here. You know, so I've just been working on the upstairs stuff. So this is probably not done. I don't remember. That doesn't look done. I gotta work on this over here. Those are done. It looks like you can see through it, like there's a room behind it that you can see, but you actually can't. It's just the stripe. There is a room behind it, but there's a wall in between. Alright, forget that. Alright, that's done. So now we're doing these. Let's see. All right, let's wait a minute. No. I think I left some behind. think I left some behind over here. How do I get there? Maybe it is emptied. Nope, it's all done over there. So we're done with that. Okay. So I was watching an old vintage beef video, and I discovered that he's just done another UHC for Minecraft. Minecraft. However it's pronounced. I can think of somebody I could blame for me getting that name wrong consistently. Although I used to have trouble even pronouncing Minecraft. It's words that don't really fit together very well. Never mind that. Okay, now here's the tough one. There we go. Coming along quite nicely. Still got a lot more to dig out. Maybe I should just get as much as I can. Just try to clear up this area. I mean, it took a long time just to get those 4 sections, and I've still got 1 there, 4 there, 4 there, and part of 1 there. And we gotta have another one somewhere. Oh, that's the one I was working on. I knew there was one I was working on. Oh well. This room is going to have something in it that I don't know what it is. Might be a bed, or we might be something else. I need somewhere where I could put my valuables. Something like that. All right. Oh, that's where you guys are. Well, you know what? Since I'm gonna be here anyway. Grimstone tile slab. Is that what we had? Grimstone tile slab. It is what we had. Oh man, I don't have any grimstone tile slabs. Oh, it means I gotta go downstairs, and I don't want to do that right now. All right. Well, let's see what we can do. That's all done. Kind of strange squelching as I walk on. Oh, it's because of the slab of the Grimstone. Oh, whoa. Basketball player. A basketball player was here. They should put the ball away when they're done dribbling it. All right, what were we doing again? We were going to do the white ones. I got to do 2 layers here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, now if I remember correctly, you have that there and that there. They were shooting some hoops, if you know what I mean. Run the ball and shoot the hoop. Doot, 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 doot. And there is going to be the toughest meme for you to figure out if you don't know what I've shown. It's a really great meme about this guy singing about hip hop and getting everything wrong, and your texture pack is coming along nicely. I don't know if you've ever been on my Discord, but I forget these things. But we'd love to see your texture pack. At least I know I would. I'm a sucker for interesting texture packs. Unfortunately, I don't have much for texture packs. I've just got the one I make. That's the only one I really care about, really. But, you know, if I see yours... On the other hand, if it's anything like an 8-bit NES kind of thing, then maybe I won't like it. But at least I can check it out, and I can give you some artistic critique if you value any of that. And if you don't, that's also fine. I don't know. Well, that's just a huge disappointment that I don't have. Yeah, definitely need more. Where did all my Grimstone go? I'm sure I had more Grimstone. Well, let's sleep and then we'll go looking for some. Yeah, it's run the ball and shoot the hoop. Do. Stupidest rap song that tries to be from the 1980s. If that is any indication, it wouldn't be in there. If that's any indication. No, we got almost nothing. Nothing. I lose. Good day, me. I said good day. All right. Ugh. I'm gonna have to go get some. All right, so we got 12 plus 8 is 20. We need 24. No, we need 32. All right, so what we'll do is we'll do 16. Alright, fine. We're going to have to do some more chopping down of trees, except the trees are not ready. Refer to the ensign, goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Sneak. Or Mrs. Sneak, or whatever. I don't remember. Yeah, they're not ready. I guess I could do some dark oak. If it's just treasure chests, that might be okay. Alright. Dark oak it is. That's all that this has been. It's just one constant barrage of having to chop down trees and make more wood for this. And I got a bunch of wood in treasure chests. I haven't had a chance to move anything. I wish that I could have spent every day off when I was not live streaming. I could have spent every day on this map of getting stuff done. That would have been awesome. But it's just not possible. If I had enough time, I'd be streaming every day. And I'd be able to have enough time to do the off-camera work. Yes, that will suffice. Ugh. Imagine where I'd be without that mod, that falling tree mod. Just imagine having to just pillar up and start chopping those down. Ugh, I say. It's my life's blood. I need these mods. Otherwise, I'm paralyzed and unable to do any. Why did I leave? I forgot to put away the. I should have Space for Spruce. That's a nice title. Space for Spruce. Back there. Instead of having to take up that space over there where I need that space for... Oh, never mind. And I forgot to put away the sticks. So I just got to put it away here, I guess. All right, what do we got? Yeah, see, we're just so short on the dark oaks. And that's all the plank. Well, we could use planks, I guess. But I'm going to need them upstairs. I need them upstairs, so I can't just use the ones we got down there. Use these, though, but trying to remember what I got to do now. Zoop. So recently Billboard listed its greatest artists of all time. Musical artists, of course, is what they meant. And the list has the Beatles on the top. There will be people of the modern era who will say that doesn't really count, or it's not relevant anymore. But it's an old school list. It's got recent names like Mariah Carey and what's her name. But you know, basically the big ones are all the old school ones. You got Elvis on there. You got Madonna on there. You got the Beatles. A bunch of them. But they had Janet Jackson. I hate this. They had Janet Jackson over Michael Jackson. And I'm like, she never was as great a success as he was. She never had as good of a string of hits. What's her best song? I can't even remember if that song that I remember is hers or if it was Jodie Watley. Oh yeah, she had a song called Control. That's what I remember. Your mic was off. My mic was off? That's not what my auxiliary thing says. Oh, it is definitely not off. Maybe the stream isn't picking it up or something? Oh, that would be horrible. Well, can you hear me now? That's what's important. Oh, crap. There. Sometimes my mic is off, though, because I sometimes forget to turn it back on. So, yes, thank you for telling me. Your internet. A likely story. In fact, likely story would be a great name for a book about the internet. That's all I can say there. ISPs are so dodgy these days. I can't trust them for nothing. But you really didn't miss much. I was just talking about Janet Jackson, and who should really want to hear about that when she's, well, you know how that is. I'm thinking, though, that maybe they had the thing they had to say about Janet Jackson being better than Michael Jackson because of the accusations. And I think that's patently unfair, you know. But let's not get into that. It's not important. Minecraft is on. He is on. He made it. And thanks for starting later. Well, 8 o'clock isn't later. It's my normal time. I like starting at 7, but I really can't. Oh, where's my stone brick? And how do I get out of here? Well, we got more of it done. I don't think we got time for the rest of that. We got a lot more to do today. I hate this. Gotta walk all the way around this thing. I don't know what we're gonna put in this room. Or this room here. Yeah, clear that off. Now it's just a dead end room. What purpose is it? I don't know. This area is going to be one heck of a problem. Pfft. Oh wait, no, we don't need that one. Ugh. I realize that doesn't matter if you've got everything else. Well, it's been started on that side, so we're a little over. Well, let's see, 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're almost halfway done with those. Minor situation at best. All right, let's see. I wanted to check a few things out before I... Oh, what's this? The Great Hall of Stuff. Janet. Janet? Not sure I get the reference. Janet, Janet, come back to my planet, 'cause I'm only a Saturn boy. There we go. Oh, we got 3 left. Nighttime. Nighttime alert. Creepers in the area. Use your secret decoder at the moment to find out if there are any creepers in your area or if you have to drink your Ovaltine. Ugh. You know, I haven't watched that movie in years and years and years. It's very funny. Where do I put the green dye? Oh, if I put it in there. Wait, does moss carpet count as regular carpet? I don't have anywhere to put green dye. What the hell? There's some. Let's do this. Okay, finally. Oh, that's yes, I'm going to actually stop working on this thing for a little while. Not too long, just a little while. Oh, but I gotta go upstairs. I gotta go upstairs because I'm not so sure. I wanted to ask your opinion of this thing, Minecraft. Although, really, I don't really care about anyone's opinion, to be honest, when it comes to artistic things. But up here we got the support beams for the corridors, and I'm thinking, because we have Moss Carper is the Chiroette. Chiroette? I thought you said you were leaving during that halftime show. Oh, Janet Jackson's halftime show with the... Yeah, but ZZ Top did a halftime show and they're not on the list. Prince did a halftime show and he's not on the list. Tom Petty did a halftime show and he's not on the list. I also point out... what was I pointing out? I was trying to point something else. Never mind. I want to know what Janet Jackson did that was so great during her regular career. That other than... Never mind. I don't want to talk about Janet Jackson. Okay, so the question is, since I'm using the whatchamacallit, the stripped... We got stripped dark oak logs, then we got stripped spruce logs. And now here we just got regular oak logs. And I think it's a little too busy. A little too much contrast going on here. And so I thought maybe we could do them as stripped oak because it's lighter. And so we got this. And so I want to see, I want to know what your take on it is. How are we going to do this? Alright, so... Oh, crap. And so do you think that this is better because it's a little brighter? It doesn't have to be dark in here. We're going to have enough darkness with the dark oak planks. And we over here we got stripped dark oak logs for the tower section. But for the stripped regular oak, would that be better, or would regular oak be better? And I'm really not sure about this. It's one of those... Maybe. It's almost as bright as the birch planks, but we're not going to see the birch planks because there's going to be carpet everywhere. Carpet is very bright, yellow and orange, so I'm thinking this maybe something bright in this room would be pretty good. But this isn't for the walls, this is just for the support columns, like I said. So I really need to know because I want to... Oh, how am I going to get those up there? I have to do something. I could get some of it. Yeah, wait a minute. Is YT blocking some of my comments? It sounds like you didn't see a couple of them. No, I've seen. There's I made it. Thanks for starting later. I hear you. Grand Hall of Stuff. Janet during that halftime show, and the one you just said now is YT blocking all my comments. Now, usually when it blocks the comments, it says comment blocked on my screen, but it doesn't. Doesn't say that. Oh, it's a carpet. Can't do that because of the carpet. Fine. Oh, this is fast. Whoa! So that's what it's going to look like as a full, complete... Oh, that's a problem. We've sandwiched the one up there with the one below that. And... well, maybe the stripe is still okay. Maybe the stripe is a nice idea. Or maybe we can swap out that stripe for a different color stripe. Or maybe we could do something other than wood for it. Oh, you know what? I've got Top Chat running. Hold on a second. Maybe I could change that. Yeah, maybe I could change that. Hold on a second. Yes. Top Chat. Okay, on live chat, it's not showing any of the any other comments from Minecraft. Oop, wrong button. Yeah, so maybe what I should do is maybe I should like put up a wall and see how this goes with the backdrop of the wall being like that. I forgot an example of that anywhere. Like over here, it would look like that. What about that thing at the halftime show where something was visible for a moment on Janet? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, you'd think billboard would be more. What's the term? Woke or whatever the term for that they care about being PC or something. I forget. I'm not up on the terminology these days. I can't imagine why. I mean, that has nothing to do with music. And that's kind of the point. Music is the important thing. Yeah, that looks like a really bad sandwich of some kind anyway. And is that oak? Is that stripped oak or is that birch? Because I thought it was birch. But it looks like it's the same color or almost the same color as oak. That was blocked. Oh, so basically the comments are being blocked and they're not telling me. That's just bloody hell. Stripped oak. Yeah, it's stripped oak. It's stripped oak, so it's ruined. It's ruined. And my YT experience is now diminished because OBS is acting up and it refuses to say comment blocked or removed by auto something or other. That's awful. On the other hand, Minecraft, maybe you were posting something really naughty. Maybe you used certain words that flagged, such as protrusion or Fallout. Yeah, Fallout. They don't like people talking about Fallout 76 or whatever year it was that it happened. All right, fine. Anyway, I was trying to find out if you cared about one or the other. I guess I'm going to have to just decide for myself. Well, my real problem is I don't know what we're going to do with that stripe in the middle, but it looks interesting. Maybe I'll keep it and see if it grows on me. There's another thing you shouldn't say when talking about Janet Jackson. Someone who had a song called Control, I'm surprised she lost control that time. I hear the rain. As long as it isn't... I think there is some way to change it from auto-removing to auto-removing. Well, you don't need to... If it's just auto-removing being changed to auto-removing, you don't need to change it. Well, I can't do that in OBS. I'd have to go and mess with the options on YouTube. I see I missed that one. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Was enough to be blocked. Just those 3 letters. That's insidious, all right. Because you might be referring to taking a drink, which is what I have to do now that I'm going to sleep. I like this. It's kind of nice. It reminds me of my old checkers set that had 2 different kinds of wood. 2 different colors of wood for the checkers. Wonder if I still have that checkers set. I haven't played checkers in, oh boy, more than 20 years. I got bored with it because it was always the same. I played every single time. No, auto-removing, but you are able to show the comment if it flags it as inappropriate. Well, that's the point. OBS until now was doing that. That I could restore the comment at any time. But now they want me to sign in. Why do I don't want OBS to sign in. Never mind. Maybe that's the reason why it doesn't work. What happened there? Oh, you know what happened there is I had to place a block so that I could line that up to look like that, and it forgot to remove that. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's just a stupid stripe. None of the people going to this school are going to be looking up and say, "Oh no, there's a horrible stripe up there." It's tall. They're going to be if they're kids, which I don't know if they would be kids, but this is Minecraft we're talking about. They might be even shorter than I am. They'll be down to here. Ooh. It's a silverback gorilla.
Ooga, 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 ooga. Me silverback gorilla. Ooh, ooh.
Me want banana. Me not have banana in inventory. Me have banana downstairs. All right. Well, that's another thing to do off camera, I guess. Because I got this other stuff to do. I need to have like a chest for doing stuff, like what I'm working on or what I will be going back to working on. And I had one over here, but I removed it for some stupid reason. And I've just been using this. Looks good. Nothing looks good. Or rather, it would look good, but, well, you know. It's either I go downstairs and I mine out some more grimstone. Not those stairs. Those are stairs to the basement, the proper sub-basement, which we'll show eventually. I'm talking about down here, down there, which I could do, but what a waste of time that is. Or, well, we got to do some of this right now. Down to 51. 51 is a bad number. Calculate the area. Okay, now I can talk about the coding project I've been doing. Actually, I need context. I need some way of bringing it into context. I need a reason to tell somebody about my coding project. All right, so maybe I won't tell you about it. There's really no point. It's not an important thing in any real sense of the word. Glad we got one of these working. Oh, that's right. I was gonna... What was I gonna do? Oh, what was I gonna do? I had a really great idea. Oh, bookshelves. Bookshelves. I've got a bunch of books somewhere, and I gotta find them. Maybe red wool would look good in place of the plank sandwich. I hadn't thought of that. Wool is just as apt to burn down as anything else here, I guess. So it shouldn't matter. But I was kind of hoping for something a little... You know what would be really great? Redstone. I might have enough redstone elsewhere, but no, not here I don't. Redstone would be really great. Of course, I'm kind of partial to my crazy little build of... My crazy little design of what I like my metal to look like. I love the graphic. And I'm sure other people love it, but it's not going to look like the one I've seen elsewhere. It's one of my favorite ones, though. Blue isn't so good, and diamond is kind of clunky. What was I saying? What was I going to do? Try to remember. What am I trying to remember? Oh, bookshelves. I remember. Yeah, see, now there's enough books I can make enough bookshelves for everything I could possibly need. I only need 3 sets of books. And then I need 6 stacks. Of course, I don't have room for 6 stacks right now. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Hey, Mr. Rosette, have you been working on any, excuse me, interesting projects recently? I've been working on a programming project. Why, yes, I have been working on one. It's kind of silly, though, because I don't code in C++ or Java, or I use free BASIC. People don't like that. As far as I'm concerned, it's a perfectly good programming language, but other people will say, otherwise. And let's face it, that's how it works. Okay, so what we need for the bookshelf is we need to have... We've got to have 15... Wait. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll do 4 each. So we'll have the 16 for this one. Now we've also got to separate these according to... Yeah, wait a minute. You used to code. Yeah, I used to code as well. The problem is I still once in a while will code, and it's not a very good result all the time. You used Python. Wait, no, this isn't right either. Fizzle, Beffel, Bibble, Baggle, Bibble, Bubba, Zabba. Move this out of the way. Okay, there we go. Now we got something. See, this is so much easier to do it that way. Okay, now. So what we need is, these are for this one. These will be for the next one. Then we got one for... The rest of these are all for home. 3 bases. And we don't have room for everything. Well, we're going to have to move something, I guess. I don't know. Let's just go. Let's just frickin' go already. I got to get out of this place. I've been here for weeks and weeks. haven't spent enough time elsewhere. Get me out of here, man. Yeah, Free Basic is... Can I mute this? No, that's no good. I'll just have to...
I'll just have to be louder.
Free Basic works pretty well, but there's people who don't like it, and I'm not going to tell people that they should use it or anything like that. I'm not one of those adherents that go, you know, this would be really nice if the floor had matched the walls. If we could have had, like, something in the floor right there. Oh, never mind. Design ideas at this late date? No, I'm sorry. Something is wrong with me. Well, basically, it's been driving me crazy that I didn't have a very good prime number factor program. It factors a number into its prime components, or determines that it is itself prime. And I wanted one that went much bigger than the long integers. And I'm thinking string. And I've had this idea for like, well, a very long time, like almost 20 years. But I wasn't able to get it to work on the older version of BASIC, which was QBasic, which I used to use. So, but now that I can do it on Free Basic, I'm doing it. And so the first day I finished all the routines except all the simple routines except division. And so a couple days ago I finished division. And yesterday I figured out about, what are those, square roots. Having a computer calculate how to do square roots, or indeed anything, even just something as simple as subtraction, is much more difficult when you're using strings, but it can be done, so who cares? Oh, there they are, and I left the other ones behind. Doesn't matter, it's time to sleep. What a mess this place is. I gotta work on this place. This place is driving me crazier. And look what episode it's on. It should be 82. What's it say? 80. What is wrong with you? It's definitely not 80. Dark Basic. Oh, I haven't heard about that in ages. Some more books. Where are my... It's this way. Here we are. I found it. 10, 13, 16. There we go. That's the standard shape. Are these all slabs? Because I could then put chests on the top. Yes, they are all slabs. So we have finally finished this thing. And we have nothing to show for it. Actually, that's a good question. Should this be over here and not over there? Let's see. 13? No, 14. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. It's good. Right. Oh, but we need a whatchamazit. We need a whatchamazit here. We need a chest in there. Damn it. Hold on. Wood. No chests there. Chests, you know, chests. Alright, I'll just make what I got with what I got here. Oh man, this is the same thing as over there. This is all this extra junk. Alright, well never mind that. So many chests being made in this world. I'm surprised the whole thing doesn't crash down on me. This would be a good place to put them for starters. Oop. Oh, I thought I had 4 chests. I only have 2. Alright, so let's see here. Trying to sort this mess out. There we go. Done. Ugh. That hasn't grown back. Some potatoes are not done either. And that's just carrots. There's nothing else. There's no cooked carrots. Isn't that just so strange that we've got poisonous potatoes, which you can't do anything with. Even mods don't do it very much. But then you got carrots, and you can't do anything with carrots. Not a thing. Not a bloody thing. It's just so weird. And then over here, really well done tunnel. Really lousy done tunnel. All I did was that roof, and the floors, I think. No walls done yet. And I have an idea for the walls, but I'm so far from getting to work on it because my base is back there. Ooh, that looks cool. Oh, I gotta get some, what do you call them? Blue glass. And I gotta make new glass textures. I tell you, there's some glass textures. I really gotta do better with that. My red textures, the coal textures. So much has not been done. How do people cope with these things? Would they have their texture pack and then they... I don't know. What's in here? It's just yeah, it's just those. I want my ladder climbing mod back. Is there any way that Wrong Mario can become a good guy again? No, but he's offensive, and we have to stop. Oh, it's exactly noon. What do we got in these? Are those empty? I don't know why I bother with those. This area will never get worked on ever. It's just taken far too long. Never get finished. Yeah, the prime number thing program, I mean, it really works well. But I have to also work on the graphics for the font. Because I use existing fonts. I'm going to use Futura for this. And there's something wrong with this. It should be displaying 20 chunks away, but I think the 20 chunks away, it should be able to see the outer edge there. Or am I thinking 32 chunks is where it does? I don't know. Okay, here we are. Potions. Oh, I'll never get that working. Nether portal, enchanting room. Here we go. Well, we don't need that like that. Just do this. All right. There we go. And it's got lights in the right places. This is a working... Can we do an enchantment? Let's do an enchantment for the diamonds. I haven't even swung this yet. Okay, so bloop, 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 and bloop. Here we go. We got 14 levels. I had fewer levels, I remember. Ooh. 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 First enchanting done on the current iteration of this map. Which, I'll admit, isn't saying very much. Well, let's make one. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll hold off on that one. The problem, however, is that the rest of these and the rest of these are going to be saved for when we work on that base that is just this thing covered in water right now. But now we have everything we need from books, so I don't need to get any more books. Something like that. Where did I put the books? Books, books. I guess I don't have a space for books because I just had them downstairs. Oh, we got these. These are kind of good, I guess. All right. I can't wait till we work on this area. I can't wait till I get anything done. I don't know where anything is, really. This is awesome. And this book texture is wrong. That book texture is one thing, but we were going to do one of these, and I don't have one. What happened to it? Ugh. And then there's this mysterious lightness. You know, what am I supposed to do about that? If the alternative is a creature is there, well, we must have something we can use. Get so many books. Oh, where did I get those books? Oh, it was too long ago. I don't remember. Oh, the books were from the mansion. There's like 2 libraries in that place, or was, and also there was at least one of our older iterations of the map had a stronghold in it, which had at least one library in that too. But that's not where I got those books. All right, here we go. No. There we go. Now it's pitch black. Oh, that's horrible. Wouldn't that make great video? Yes. Welcome. This is Dark Basic Becker Wozat. This is great. I love that screenshot. Man, that's creepy. All right, never mind that. Well, now I can't see where we're going. Oh, here we go. Must get to bed before I... map iterations. I'm not fond of them. I'm trying to save all the blocks and items that you had accumulated over one area, and then you just go and delete some old chunks, and more of the same. This stuff has to be all worked out and everything. And I just took some dirt up here for some stupid reason. How does anybody cope with this? Okay, we're gonna head back. Wait, first I gotta check what we got. 8 stone. No, we don't need any. We'll just head back. So it's going to be possible. Oh, AFK says Erisidin. Been killing lots of cattle off screen. No, I really wasn't killing any cattle. I am going to need to, though, so I can make a bunch of what was it? Picture frames? I forgot what else you make. Or whatever it is. I love that building design. It's kind of derpy, but never mind. Let's see if we got any mail. That's right, we gotta send your mail to Becker was at 13 Dead End Drive, Old Map Merge, 08180. And remember to send a self-addressed stamped envelope so that I can send you a postcard. That's right, how do we make a book with quill? Don't we have to make like a feather and a... I've forgotten how to make a book with quill. Well, it's not important. We'll work on that someday. But I'm going to need one. Alright, what do we got up here? This area desperately needs to be cleared out. And I've been holding off long enough. There's a problem. Yeah, it's just more stuff that has to be done off camera. All of the grinding stuff has to be done off camera. I just don't like doing it on camera because it gets really boring. But I don't think we can avoid being boring at this point. Wait, wrong staircase. So now I got sharpness 2. Isn't that just awesome? Never thought I'd get sharpness 2. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Okay, what I'm thinking here is we'll probably just have... For going down, we'll probably just have full blocks. Because I don't want to mess around with everything. So we'll just do full blocks of smooth stone. And then for here, we'll do the stripe... What I call the stripes, but I haven't done those yet. So let's see. Now to do this, we have to break through something like this. Do we do the top one or the bottom one? There we go. That's what it should look like. Or would it be better if we did it on the bottom? So that's what we're going to check here. Which looks better? I think I like this one a little better. Yeah, that's good. I like this one better. Yeah, this is muchos better. Because the idea is that we could at least do this floor correctly, whereas doing the ceiling might cause some problems. Uh-oh. I'm hearing it sounds like a snake, but it's actually a spider. Is it outside or? No spiders up there. You guys seen any spiders? Alright, so... Oh, we didn't need that there either. That's fine. Because we're going to do one of these. Button. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. And so that fits in like that. Maybe we could have made that column into something else, but I kind of like that kind of texture being repeated throughout the whole thing. It reminds me of an old Doom level, although it was one of the really bad Doom levels. But it was from Doom 1, and I used to make my own Doom levels, but that didn't always work very well because I had a simple program. Then they came up with, what was it called? Doom Builder or whatever it was called. Then suddenly made it possible for you to have slopes and ramps and stuff, which was previously not possible. And then you could have like separate platforms, one on top of the other, and that sort of thing. And I gotta take a drink right now. Hold on. I am really parched lately. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think, but it's nice to get a verification that it's pretty good. But then there's a question: do I gonna do the same thing over here? Well, I can't because it's a very thin setup. But it looks all right. It really matches that on that side to a certain extent. And of course, then the problem is I gotta just do all these with just all these all the way down. That's gonna cause problems. Oh, and now there's a witch. Only I can't see the witch. Yeah, it's gonna look like a subway. A subway thing. Well, it's meant to look like a subway thing, I guess. It's just that this is a very strange kind of non-gray. Now, if we look at regular textures, it's not a special extra color. I've always had it look like that. This is what the original texture looks like. Although I've forgotten where I've gotten this texture, really. Is it worth it? I don't know. Is there any way to find out where the witch is? Hey, have you seen a witch around here? I don't have time to call the witch smeller pursuivant. Look out, there's a dolphin under you. Make sure you don't contaminate the water with your footprints.
La da 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 da.
82, you idiot. You know, I'd like to have a setup so that when you go to bed, it doesn't do this. I'd like it just to be when you go to bed, maybe even when you go to bed, it does this or something. And then it, like, maybe it slowly gets darker or a dark blue or something. Looks like you leave enough room behind your walls and under your floors for the bodies. School of Canadian Design. Well, you know, they had to turn to... I know this is going to be a really off-color joke. They had to turn to Indians once they found out the Owens Corning was messing up with the asbestos. All right, that was really horrible, and I apologize profusely. But anyway, the point is... And I still haven't fixed the stair graphic. No, the simple truth of the matter is there aren't any bodies. Just everything that dies in this world falls down sideways, and then that's it. He's dead. He vanishes, you know. We don't have to hide bodies anywhere. We don't have a gravestone mod. I view that as cheating. Ooh. I get upset about Owens Corning because we used to have asbestos in our previous house, and Dad kept a whole bunch of it in the attic for future insulative purposes. And he would all his instructions to me were basically stay away from it. It's asbestos, and that was it. Just having it in anywhere in the house, even if it's in the attic where you can't get at it easily, because we had a special thick door. The door was in the floor of the top of the stairs. But that wouldn't have been enough. It never is. And that was before they put the Pink Panther on their insulation packages. When they started doing that, I'm like, how did they know I like the Pink Panther? And when possible, we didn't even use the attic for storage, although we had a lot of room in that attic for storage. We were more likely to just put stuff on the stairs to the attic and not in the attic itself. I remember my dad brought home an Atari 2600, and I didn't have one. And he said, oh, a friend from work asked me to hold on to this thing, or something like that. I'm like, great, now we'll finally get to play the Atari 2600. And what happened? Dad said, no, you're not allowed to play it. It'll damage the TV screen. It's my TV. You can't damage it. What? What do you mean? The screen burn in. I'm like, well, Atari 26... I didn't know this because I was too young, but Atari had a degosser program where the colors keep changing. I knew about the colors changing, but I didn't know it was a degosser. And so the whole thing was just a guess. Dad telling me no. And then my aunt told me the same thing. Video games are bad for your TV. They cause screen burn-in. I'm like, no, they don't. Well, they used to. Anything before Atari was pretty bad. Black and white stuff. And Atari's Pong was sort of like that. Oh, I don't know if I've got enough. I think I've got enough. How far down does this go anyway? Oh, okay. Those were the days when I couldn't play an Atari that we had in the house. I don't think it even had any. It had like only a couple of games for it. And that wasn't even the first time I saw an Atari 2600. First time, or as I used to call them, the VCS. What did we used to have? First time I ever saw a video game system for the home, ow, as opposed to a video game that you could play in an arcade or something. There was... I gotta figure this one out here. That should do it. I had a friend, I've forgotten her name entirely. It's a very annoying thing when you forget her name, but she was a friend of mine for, I don't know, a few months off and on during a summer and part of a fall. And we didn't see very much of each other, and that was the end of that. But what happened was she had a paper route, and she had to go collecting. And so what they'd said is, will you go with her so that she doesn't get robbed of the money being collected for the paper? And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And so I'd go with, and so she'd go to somebody's apartment in some building or other. They were houses, but they had like multiple floors, and it's something that's really common in Chicago anyway. And so she'd collect the thing, and sometimes she'd be invited upstairs, and so I'd go with, obviously. And what would happen is they'd ask her to wait, and then they'd go and get the money out, and they'd give her the money, and that was fine. And one time, while we were waiting, oh, that's right, I got to do this downstairs over here. It's got to be right here. So one time while we were waiting, there it was attached to a TV. It was an Atari 2600 with, let's see. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was some kind of cable box or something. What was this? What was this over here again? I've forgotten. That doesn't look well lit. My family was worried about that screen problem, so I could only use it with my 13-inch black and white TV. That was the one that was most likely to get the screen burn in, actually. But that's not important. And so I saw this system there, and I was like, well, what is this? And it was, because I thought it was cable, because, let's see, what was it? There was a... The little boxes said game program. Or it might have said telegames. I just thought, what is this? Some kind of way of doing games. I wasn't clear on this at all. Wait, was it up or down that I decided? Can't tell down here. Yeah, this is functional anyway. It's down. Okay, good. Yeah, so there was like it would say game program, and I thought maybe it's for watching sports or something. There'd be something it would say football, and I'm like, okay, that's football, right? So I'd think, okay, so if you want to watch football, you got to insert that thing, and it'll set that channel or something. And then there was a program catalog or a game catalog, and it listed all. It was, I presumed it was the cable listings. A really dumb idea, but that's how they set it up. Oh, it can hide in here. Remember when you couldn't do that? That works. Well, we have something that functions. Since this is in the middle like this, I don't have to worry about that, but I could start messing with this over here. Okay. Yeah, the things you find out about that you see for the first time. I mean, there was a chance I could have stolen those games, those Atari games that that guy had. I'm not suggesting that I would have stolen them. I'm just saying that it was entirely possible that I could have stolen them. And I didn't, because I didn't really understand what they actually were. And that was all I ever saw of Atari until... Did I ever get to play it? No, I didn't, because we only went there once. We were in there for like 5 minutes. Maybe six or 7 minutes. And I didn't see her again, I don't think. It's been a while. So I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see her again after that. You know, that's the problem. Most friendships are of convenience. I had a... It's funny to call them girlfriend when, in fact, it's not about romance. It's just about playing and stuff like that. And so, they are girlfriends technically, but... Now, you know, if we've got this... And that's dangerous up there. Do I got a ladder on me? Can I pill her up on... I got dirt. I can pill her up. This will be the last you'll ever see of me. Can't get it from over there. Try over here. There. That's not perfect, but there's still stuff up there, isn't there? I'm just going to have to pretend that there isn't. Yeah, there's no way we could do blue on this side. Oh, wait a minute, though. This is a problem, too. That's not lit up either. All right, fine. The Atari in my house. Oh, no, that Atari. No, I didn't get to. It eventually went back to the guy who for an unknown reason had wanted to leave it with us temporarily. Okay, since that's down there like that, we don't have to worry about that side. But this side, we're probably going to want to either block it off, or we're going to want to put blue glass. Get a blue glass band. No, I didn't get the Atari. I didn't get to play it. Complete waste of time. I did get to borrow a friend's Odyssey 2, though, for a summer of... it was either 82 or 83. Probably was 83. Before we moved. We had befriended a Hispanic family, and they got a lot of stuff on the black market. Or brown market, or whatever the color of the market was. And the Odyssey 2 was one of these things. Oh, I can't remember the details here. I don't know what they were paying for, but they had like 5 or 6 mouths to feed. Wait, how many mouths? Oh, look at that. Iron ore, just out of nowhere. Look, iron ore. More iron ore. What was I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4. They had 4 or 5 kids. I only remember 4 kids, so they probably just had 4 kids. Oh no, this is one of those, isn't it? Is it got... Oh, it's not dripping. Okay, good, good, good. But they were always very poor, and so when they had a video system before I did, that pissed me off. But that's not their fault. It was, I don't know whose fault it was. My parents were being frugal or something. I don't know. And so what happened was they announced they were going on vacation. Not my parents, but they, but the family friends, I should say. And so I'm like, well, while you're on vacation, you know, you could get your system stolen. So why don't you leave it with me while we're on vacation? While you're on vacation for, I forgot, was it 2 weeks or what it was? And they were like, okay, sure, that's a good idea. We'll drop it off. This actually worked. It's like a cartoon almost. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to have access to the video game for a couple of weeks. It's like renting or something. These were good friends, but they weren't that good friends. And I loved their Odyssey 2 because it had Pickaxe Pete, which is one of my favorite games of all time. As you know, that's why I like swinging pickaxes in video games, like I'm doing right now. So I got that. I got to play Pickaxe Pete. I got to play Casey Munchkin, which was impressive because I thought they had recalled all copies of it because of the copyright issue, but they didn't. They just agreed that they wouldn't make any more. So I thought it had gone rare or something. Nope, they had it. They had a couple other games. Oh, I loved playing that during the summer of, I think it was 83. And then they get back from vacation, and it turns out that my friend, who was playing the game, who was the guy who was the most nuts about playing that system, had done something bad while he was on vacation. He got grounded for another month. So another month I got to keep the system. He's grounded. He can't play his video games. By that time, though, I was getting sick of playing Pickaxe Pete and was playing Casey Munchkin a lot. And it's a very low-scoring system, if you don't know. And I think it's because of RAM issues or something, or they had a setup that was the way they wanted to do it. And so I found a way to make my own Casey Munchkin levels, wherein you could always get all the dots, and the monsters would not, or the ghosts or monsters or whatever they were, wouldn't be able to get the dot because you built the maze that way. And so I'd scored like 5,000 points. And to prove that I could get that, I mean, he wouldn't believe me when I said I could score really huge points. Wouldn't believe me. And so when he came over on the day when they finally picked up the system, I showed him the picture. And there it was, 5,000 points. Man, did I luck out. And so it really colored my experiences of a video game player. And I get to drink. Now, how I got my next system. Can I please have an Atari 2600? I would ask my parents. They'd say, no, your grades aren't very good. Well, you know why my grades aren't very good? It's because you didn't help me with my problem with this one teacher in 6th grade, and it's pissed me off, and a whole bunch of things like that. They didn't care. Oh, I don't have any... I'm going to have to put my stuff back. All right, I will. It's like, your grades are terrible. I'm like, no, they're not. No, they're terrible. You're getting C's, and there's a D over here. And so I was like, all right, fine. It's like, if I get good grades, will you buy me a system? And they're like, Oh, and they weren't willing to put money where their mouth was. And so finally they said, all right, we'll do it. We've worked it out. We'll do it. Okay, great. And then, let's see. Oh, yeah, then end of... middle of 83 came around. This was graduated from... Well, not... What was it? It was the end of 6th grade. The end of 6th grade, and I was just so happy that it was over, and I'd improved my grades. And I'm like, this is great, you've improved my grades. Now can I have my system? And they're like, no, we can't afford it right now. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't afford it right now? You made a promise. The promise was not conditional upon you having the money for it. I don't know where to put anything. I haven't been here in a while. I just got a lot of junk I need to toss. I need to just toss some junk quickly. It's just 13. And then down here can be everything else, I guess. No, not that. Not that. I don't know what I got. Everything is moved in the back. Because I was trying to step in the back, but I left this stuff here, so I'm all messed up with all that. Raw iron. I don't know. So they were really mad at me, and so I was like... So they're like, all right, we'll try to get you something. Maybe we can get it for you by Christmas or something. And I'm like, all right, fine. But... But can you make it an Atari 5200, not a 2600? And now they're like, ah. But they sort of sensed that they'd let me down, and they were like, all right, maybe we'll get you a 5200 instead of a 2600. If you want it that badly and your grades continue to do well and da-da-da-da-da, then fine, we'll get you one. But what happened was I found out that I was getting one well before... Yeah, this is really dumb of me. I don't know where I'm supposed to put all this stuff. I don't have a place to put all the... With all this stuff, I don't have a place specifically to put the ores. I'm just working on this stuff here. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. It's 1:48. That's not bad. So what happened was I finally... November, I peeked in their closet and I found... Oh, what should I find? But I found the system just sitting there. They'd bought it for me back in like September or something. I don't know when it was. And they just left it in the closet until Christmas. I could have played it the whole time. And I could have started accruing a larger library of titles. And what happened in around September of 1983? The video game crash. And what happened with the video game crash? Well, just a lot of stores dumped their product and sold it as cheaply as possible to get it out of the stores. So what happened? I didn't have access to these games. So once I finally did get it, all I had was Pac-Man. That was it. Pac-Man, which came with the system. Original system... The original 5200 had 4 slots for controllers, but there was only one 4-player game. And it had Super Breakout. and so the version that I had Pac-Man, not Super Breakout, and did not have the 4 controllers. I felt ripped off. And there were terrible controllers, and I was only ever able to get 8 games on that system. So later I had to get a 2600 anyway, and that's how I got my 2600. And the day I got my 2600, in the middle of 1984, they had a radio a radio bit where somebody was talking about the secret room in adventure. What am I doing up here? I can see that from here. Ooh. Gold, yes. Okay, now there's something seriously wrong with this fog. What happened to that fog? Will that fog get rid of, something for getting rid of fog? I forgot. Video games are a lot of fun, especially in the 80s, but man, were they crap half the time. Pac-Man was so weird on the 5200. I liked it. It looked like the original. Oh, that really had me happy. But there was only so much of that I could take. You know, I really shouldn't be putting these here because eventually I'm going to dig down here. This is the center of my my base, my someday to be base, and I'm going to have to tear all this stuff out anyway. And if I had coordinates on this thing, then if I had coordinates on this thing, I'd be able to work out exactly where I was and how far out this is. Maybe I can still do so. Is it like 100 blocks from the middle, or? Okay, so this is the center. This should be a square area, so let's just see. Fish. Thanks, fish. Well, that doesn't even line up. Is this the center? I thought this was the exact center. But then that's not lining up. Alright, well, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. 16 times 5 is 80. And there's another gap, so it's probably about 100. I found a secret hole in the wall once I was able to roam around with the dragons frozen. Yeah, I found the secret room. That was a lot of fun. What I used to do is I would be carrying. There used to be a thing where you could get picked up by a bat after you were eaten by a dragon. You'd be eaten by a dragon, and then the bat would pick you up and would carry you around places, and you could get into all kinds of little hidden areas. But the thing was, we know that the secret room is the last room. There's two versions. There's the secret. There's the. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Was it there? That doesn't look right, but never mind. Yeah, so there were 16 rooms in level 1, and levels 2 and 3 had 32 rooms each. Well, they were the same map, I think. And so, yeah, there were all kinds of little crazy tricks. Like you could walk around in the starting room. There was a starting room where you had the number of the skill level, like 1, 2, or 3. And when you had that, you could you had just press down and left, I think it was, diagonally, and eventually you'd show up and you could walk around in the room. Yeah, stuff like that. It was rather stupid stuff, really. That's all I can really say is Adventure was a lot of fun, but once you played it, and then I got into speed running it. They didn't have speed running like they have today. Back then it was just how fast can you do it. I didn't even videotape because we didn't even have a... I guess I could have videotaped it. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I had a VCR starting somewhere in the middle of '84, which is when we got the 2600. So, but no, I don't remember. Oh. But once I got to the point where I could finish the game in about 15 minutes, that's when I started realizing I was getting bored with it. Play other games. There were other games to play. Whoop! Yeah, this thing is more annoying than it seems. Nah! It's alright. It might be a bit much to be zooming through this. It actually looks a little too good. But I've seen worse. Oh, man. One of my favorite 2600 games was Fast Eddie. But I didn't have a copy of it. It was a friend of mine had a copy of it, and we had to do swaps. Well, we couldn't swap ownership, but we could borrow from each other. But there weren't very many games of mine that he wanted to borrow, and I had there were 5 of his I wanted. He had what's it called? Sequest, Indiana Jones. There was another one. Fast Eddie was definitely one of them. Oh, I loved Fast Eddie. I tried to play it on the emulator recently, and it just wasn't the same. Maybe there was input lag or something. I don't know. The internet, I have to say, spoiled an awful lot of really great game ideas and such like. Because you'd find out about something, there'd be a secret trick to do something, and you find out about it, and then it's boring because you've learned it from the internet instead of figuring it out yourself. And that was always a problem for me. Indiana Jones was incredible. Well, once you could figure out that those guys buying and selling stuff were actual people, were supposed to be actual people. Once you figured that out, it was, oh, I understand this now. What upset me was I had the solution to how to finish Indiana Jones. What was it called? Raiders of the Lost Ark game. I had the strategy guide in Joystick Magazine. But that's what happened was my friend wanted to play it using my strategy guide. And I'm like, yeah, fine, you can do it. But then what he would do is he took the graphic which had the map and he would draw all over it. Oh yes, the Well of Souls is it, or not the Well of Souls, the thing itself is, the Ark is in this location. Or maybe that was Well of Souls. I forgot which one was the Well of Souls. Was it the location for the, for where you find out about it, or is we find out about the location, or... Well, anyway, damn it. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. But that location kept changing. And he marked all over my book. Every time he played the game, it's like, oh yes, let's change this. And, oh, let's change it again. And he marked all over my book. Didn't apologize or anything. All right, now this looks a lot better. Wait a minute, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's too dark over here. Oop. I'm going to have to stop. It's been 2 hours. I'm running out of anecdotes. I got more to do. I got plenty more to do. I've always got more to do. At least I've demonstrated that my idea for the tunnel is viable. But I don't know if it's viable for a long distance, but that's not too important. It's not really what you have to look at when you're traveling through this thing. But before I stop... Yeah. I like that you had to jump off this one cliff or something in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then as you fell, you had to open your parachute, and then you had to drift. You had to have the wind drift you into a tree or something, or drift the parachute into the tree, and then you fall into this cave area. That was some crazy stuff. Oh, and I was the guy who solved the riddle of the Sphinx. Let's see, was it this base or the, Well, I gotta drop this stuff off because I'm gonna use it later. And this too. I cannot for the life of me remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna do something. Riddle of the Sphinx was a great... Well, it was a lousy game. Very repetitive. But with that game, I learned how to figure out the riddle. And it was amazing. It was touted as one of the hardest games of all time. And it turned out to be pretty easy for me. I solved it after about a week or two of playing it. Oh, there's nothing more annoying than forgetting what you were going to do. I said I had to go back, but I forgot if it was here or going to go back there. Why don't I remember? Why don't I remember? Ugh. I am completely drawing a blank here. Completely drawing a blank. Oh, the Nether. And so I got to go through another portal. And the Nether portal to go through, the only one I made is back at my official temp base back here. So, but I have to go through it and check to see if the Nether ceiling has been fixed, because they said they did. But I'm only going to be there for a short while because, well, you know, problems. I know they're not going to change the chunks, but they might. They might decide, hey, let's put the bedrock back. Oh, excuse me. Put the bedrock back. Sorry you don't recall. I forgot what I asked you that you might have remembered. It's all crazy. It's just all crazy. Trying to remember everything that ever happened to me like it's important somehow. And it's not. It's not important at all. But they're fun. It's about the fun of the anecdote. Oh, slow ladders. Why did wrong Mario have to be wrong? Oh, well. And somebody else on the CC Discord said he was good, or maybe she. I forgot if Flames said she was going to do it. Was planning on working on. Oh, it should be easy to make one of these faster ladders. And it's like, well, if that's the case, then where is the one that works on it? Oh no, I don't think it is easy to make. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see, the nether. This way, Davis. Oh, it's even darker there now. And down under here somewhere, and I don't know where, but because you can't see it, down under here somewhere is like a ravine. And if you break a block, you're going to fall in to that ravine. All right. Oh, and I was going to make a place to put a chest somewhere. Oh, well, not important. Because we got chests in here. Oh, that's the reason. Nothing important. I believe this is AFK room. Okay, now that goes up to this. That's where we want to go. Oh, look, more ladder climbing. Useless. I hate to say it, but I think I'd like to turn this off. Like, I'd like to have an option to just turn this off entirely, that you can't ever activate it. All right, what's this? This goes up here. So log drop to Tipperary. And over here is where we're going to have space to go down there, I think. You've really been enjoying my stories. I like telling stories. I prefer to tell fictional stories, but I like the knowledge. You know, some people go on about how great wisdom is, but I think knowledge is good. Okay, there's no sign of having replaced any of the top stuff with bedrock, or we'd see some down here. So they didn't replace it locally, so I'd have to travel a bit before I saw any. Now, I believe that way is a ghast, so we're going to go this way. Now see how far I have to go before I start seeing before I start seeing bedrock. This is this is 128, not 256. Got to walk away from those bozos. How far away do you got to go before they have bedrock? Surely, and I know this isn't the word that we use in the post-airplane world, where is the bedrock? For those who think there's no generation above 128, well, here's some. There it is. No, that's not bedrock. Here's bedrock. Okay, we have... Oh, I hate when they run around like that. We have bedrock. All right. It'd be nice to explore that, but I gotta get back. Because we are getting attacked. Boy, was I off. Remember how I used to... Remember back in Mental Block Season 1, I used to do this all straightforward every 4 blocks? And now it's just all over the place. Who cares? That's old age. That's what old age does to a guy. And I'm getting attacked. And that's bad. It's like parkour now because there's no solid stuff to something, something, something. Well. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna just have to do it. Yeah. Made it! And he didn't attack for some reason. Wonder why he didn't attack. The other ones were. Ugh. So they fixed the bug, but I got in just in time to have enough space for a decent thing. Well, now what we gotta do is we gotta place something so that can't get destroyed by ghasts. And while I'm here, let's look out a little bit. There's the stairs down to lava area. Natural bridge over there. If I ever need more of the lava, then I've got it. Okay, I guess that's it, huh? Yep, no point in hanging around here. Oh, what a day. Let's see, enchanting room. Real duplicator. Oh, I should check if real duplicator still works. They've been fixing bugs. That's a pretty big bug, don't you think? Duplicating rails, if they mess that up, then I'm going to have serious trouble. Oh, yeah, it still works. Good. Does it look like it's turning on and off? I mean, the rails? Looked like the rail was turning on and off. Well, I don't really need any rails right now. I haven't built any other locations yet. Definitely getting more, though. Potion shop. I'll never get to work on this. This is too complicated, and I forgot what I was trying to do. Do potions, obviously. Something about make an awkward potion here. And then it goes in there. Okay, there the awkward potions are. And they go into there. And then I put something in this which goes in there. But then what's all this other stuff? Oh, that's for the side. I probably need to put down some instructions so I know what I'm trying to make. Like, here's what you use for this ingredient or for that ingredient. I'll probably be working on the tunnel, and I'll probably be working on the walls of the school. But I might work on clearing out some of the so-called starter base, which is no longer a starter base, because I'm already working on other things for it. So it looks like we're done for another episode. Oh, we used to have the episode number on the wall over here, didn't we? Wonder why that was taken down. Not even a sign remains to tell me what it was. One of the old 21W15A or something. Anyway, so we'll say thank you for watching, Mr. Minecraft and the others who have watched this thing. It's continuing to work on this school bit by bit. Unfortunately, it's taking longer because of all my other side projects, most of which I can't stream or can't make videos on. But I've got video footage ready so that I can do regular episodes of this thing if I can no longer live stream past a certain point. But I plan on continuing live streams for the foreseeable future. And so we'll see you next time. Six Semper Darth Vader.